Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Taproot TV today. I'm Emily Pritt and I'm here with Stephanie Tipton, and we're going to talk with you about why you need to get your training done through the end of the year. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what training we have coming up.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much, Emily, for having me. We're really excited about the rest of the year's training opportunities that you have. We have a lot of great 2-day courses that are public in person. If you're not comfortable yet going in person, we have three virtual courses that are available, and those are delivered over a 3-day period online via the Zoom platform. So that makes it pretty easy for you. And then we also have 5-day in-person advanced leadership training. And this is for the leaders within your organization to have more formal education of Taproot and the higher advanced practices within Taproot.
So I'm just going to take a look right here and call off some of those courses that we have coming up. First off, October 19th and 20th in Spanish, we have that 2-day essentials course in Bogota, Colombia.
Bogota.
Yeah, Bogota.
However you like to say it.
Right. And then we've got Houston, Texas. It's November 3rd and 4th. Perth, Australia, November 15th and 16th. We're back in Colombia, December 1st and 2nd. New Orleans, December 2nd and 3rd. And then over here in Australia, how would you say that?
Brisbane,
Right.
Australia.
And that's December 2nd and 3rd, followed by Las Vegas. That sounds like a great place to be, December 8th and 9th. Amsterdam, December 9th and 10th. And then Calgary in Canada, and that's December 13th and 14th. And that's the 2-day in-person essentials. Now, the 3-day, we have a couple dates. Some of these are going to be already kicking off as October begins.
Yes.
So then that's going to put us November 9th and 10th. It's 9 a.m. It's Eastern Standard Time, New York City, for that virtual course. It is a live course.
It's in Spanish too, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's a live course, and it's synchronous, so it's a dedicated time that you would meet to be in that course. And then we also have at 10 a.m., November 9th and 10th, it's New York City time as well, Eastern Standard Time, and that's English.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. We are global, so we tend to make sure that we have Spanish courses throughout the year. If you're looking for another language, the Taproot material actually does come in many different languages. Just give us a call, info@taproot.com, and we can answer your questions about getting training delivered in a different language for you.
And most people are going to start with what we call the essentials course. If they're new to Taproot or they need a refresher, that would be the first place to go. And then beyond that, then we have those advanced team training courses and some other courses we talked about, like Equifactor and Stopping Human Error.
Yeah.
So on our website, that's the best place to see all of the courses laid out through the end of the year and even into next year.
Yes. Also, if you're looking for just like a quick refresher or webinar, we have lots of webinars scheduled for the remainder of the year, the last 90 days. We're in this 90-day home stretch. How many days is it until Christmas? I have no idea.
I think there's like maybe 11 or 12 Fridays to go. So
that's scary.
Yeah. And so that's why it's important when we're talking about getting the training done, because this year is quickly escaping us. There's a lot of reasons why it would make sense.
Yes,
to go ahead
definitely.
And, we were talking earlier about training budget.
Yes, Emily is absolutely right. Training budget is big. A lot of people, because of COVID, they weren't able to travel, and now they are. And so we have leftover training budgets. This is a great opportunity to use those budgets to your company's advantage on something that's really going to affect next year and on a positive note. So use your leftover budgets, if you will, or start creating budgets for next year for more training. Maybe one person wants to go to a public course, and then next year you're going to plan an on-site for the rest of your team, the 10 or 15 that are on your team that you need that need training.
Another reason not to wait is for time's sake. I'd rather get in front of my problems instead of waiting until the new year. Then let's go take courses. Let me go ahead and get the training now.
Exactly. Yes, that's a great point too. A lot of times, different companies are ramping up for the holiday season. If you're in logistics or shipping and things like that, you have a ramp up period right now. But a lot of companies are really kind of slowing down, and this is a great opportunity to do the training and use it as an auditing tool for next year. See what problems you can solve before 2022.
Great point. Yeah, because as things start to slow,
Mm-hmm.
instead of sitting around,
Yes.
soaking up, let's
Be
put
proactive.
this to use. Let's get some training out of this.
I think it's a great idea.
And a lot of our courses include CEUs.
They do, yes.
So that is important, especially if you're trying to gather those.
Yes. If you're like me, any kind of continued education, I'd wait till last minute and be like, oh no, I need to do that before the end of the year, or I have to get that before this deadline. All of our courses actually offer CEUs. They vary in amounts of hours that each course gives you, but it's a great opportunity to fulfill those needs as safety and quality directors.
In implementing a training budget, having a quota more or less for all of your employees to each person's level of personal development and training hours, it's important.
It is. It is. You always need to reinvest in your company, reinvest in your employees, and this is a great way to do that.
And with that, you just as an employee, then you have those feelings of leadership and advancement and value.
You do. And if you take a course and you really enjoy it and you say, hey, this is a great way or a great thing to present at my end of the year review, I want to implement this in next year's budget. If you've been to a course and you have facts and reasons why you think this is important for next year, you're going to be able to come to your leadership, come to your executive team and tell them why it's important to implement Taproot. Or a better root cause analysis methodology or system.
And before the year's over, there's another thing we have to think about. It's coming up.
Ooh.
Next year in
May. I think I have an idea of what you're talking about, Emily.
Shoot, what do you think?
The annual summit, Taproot's Global Summit, is an awesome opportunity to just catapult your learning, network with other people within your industries. And outside of your industries, you're going to learn a lot of information. It's such a valuable week that we have at the Taproot Summit.
Yeah, we'll drop a link below so you can see more about that. But when we're talking about getting to the point where we want to set budgets in advance, now's the time to be planning for that. You want to allocate time for next May when we have the summit.
It is
May 2nd through 6th in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes, we're excited. This is our hometown, so we get to show you around and show you all the best restaurants and best places to hike and fish. Whatever you like to do, if it's outdoors, we probably have it.
Yes, definitely. Is there anything we need to add, Stephanie, on getting the training done for the end of the year?
I think we've covered a lot of it. If you ever have any questions or concerns, or if you have further information that you need, we're always available to you. Info@taproot.com. Again, we had mentioned, we'll put that below as well. But I think we really covered a lot here, and you have a lot to do in the next 90 days.
Lastly, made me think of something. We have a lot of people who show up to take the courses, but they struggle getting the leadership team on board.
The upper management support, yes.
Those executive leaders. And so we kind of heed that call by providing something. Do you want to take a moment and just tell them about
definitely
what this is and why we have it for this particular way of reaching the executive leaders?
This is actually a newer course that has been developed in the past year and a half. And it's really exciting because a lot of times we have all these great Taproot users within companies, and they say, you know what, our leadership doesn't have time to attend one of these 2 or 5 day courses, but they really want to know what we're doing and why our company is having the good results that they're having. And we also want their support. And so if they're rushing us on doing an investigation, I want them to know what I'm doing and the effort and the time that it takes. So we have created a executive leadership course. It's a 6-hour course. It's available virtually and in person, but we allow your executives to get together at their convenience, and we schedule this time for them to learn a high-level overview of what Taproot is and what you all are doing, what the boots on the ground are doing with Taproot. So it's a really exciting course, and I highly recommend it, especially if you have Taproot users already.
Yeah. Thanks, Stephanie.
Yep.
So if you want some more information on our courses, to see that schedule, you can search and filter by location, by time, by whether it's in person or virtual, and see all the course descriptions on our website at taproot.com/courses. Thanks for
Awesome.
tuning in today. Thanks for joining me, Stephanie.
No problem.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.